Hey guys, it's me, Brenda Renge, Powerhouse Property Group, and Jay Parr, the Sears Group. It is what it is podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Sure do appreciate you. You know, like I've always said, I love to have our agents from Jay Parr on this podcast because this is what it is about. It's about just talking, learning about people. Why did they get into real estate? You know, all that good stuff. So today we have Patrick MCNEIL.
Hello, everybody.
And we're going to start with just, hey, you know, a couple of things, okay? Because like I told you, I'm never prepared as far as questions.
We're prepared to wing it.
Yes, I'm prepared. Thank you. You're right. I am prepared to wing it. But listen, guys, so Patrick, I met Patrick, I don't know, a few months back, maybe. I don't know. How long have you been with Jay Parr now?
Started with Jay Parr in September or October.
Okay, so just a few months back, September, whatever, he comes into the office where we're at in Katy. I have an office over there too, and so he would come in all the time. Great guy, got to meet him, got to, you know, talk to him. And but the one thing is, I don't know everything about him, like why you got into real estate, what started. So we're going to kind of go back a little bit, okay?
Rewind it.
Yeah, we're going to rewind it just a little bit.
Sounds good.
And then we'll go to like where you are today. So let's talk about this. So you have been in real estate for how long?
I think I'm going on 18 months.
18 months. Yeah. So you got your real estate, like where'd you get your license from?
I went through Aceable Agent.
Oh, okay.
Online. That seemed to be the easiest route.
I honestly admire and respect people who can do all their classes online because my brain do not work that way. I have to be in a class.
Yeah.
So good for you. How long did it take you to get it all done? Do you remember?
I want to say about 4 months.
About 4 months?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
In between, I got like a little side job I thought would be, you know,
no, I don't know what.
easy peasy. And I could just study at work, and I was
didn't work.
Working 8 and 10 hours a day. So
exactly, and then but while you were doing that, you said, okay, I'm going to do my classes. You did them online. Yeah, because I did mine in 4 weeks or whatever when I first did mine, Monday through Thursday, and I was like, boom, I was done. Because I can't. I have to be like this. I have to talk. I have to hear stories. So I really do. I've seen a lot of people have been able to do that online, and I commend y'all for being able to have the brain to do it. So you did that.
That far,
well, you're here and you did it. So you did that, and you say it's been about 18 months now. That took you 4 months. Why real estate?
I've always had a passion for real estate. My dad and his dad, my grandfather, had cattle since I was, well, probably before I was even conceived. But
okay.
So, you know, I was always around land deals. They were leasing land, buying land, things like that. And that really is, land deals are, you know, what I'd like to get into.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
I day traded for 15 years. I started out with equity or stocks, and then went into the futures and options markets. And
what does that mean?
Well, like trading cotton and crude oil and things like that.
That's interesting because I would not know how to even trade it. I'd just be calling up somebody, hey, bro, you want some cotton?
How much do you need?
How much you need? Because I got some corn up over here. No, I'm just kidding.
Corn was the gravy trade.
Oh, my God. That's what I'm picturing when you trade, but I know it's different.
Well, actually, if you wait too long on those, you might actually own a whole boatload of it.
Oh, really? So, oh, my God. That's so interesting. So you did that for 15 years. And, excuse me. So you said, hey, but I want to get into real estate. Let's kind of see how this rolls. Yeah. So you decided to go ahead and do that.
I did.
Which is awesome. Now, what you got something? What were you going to say?
Well, one of the other things that led me into real estate is, I mean, I'll talk to the door if I think it's listening. So I'm very much a people person. And day trading, you're sitting in front of, you know, a wall of monitors and just absolutely no human contact whatsoever.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it causes white hair.
Oh, is that where that came from? I couldn't do that either. I'm just saying. I couldn't. I have. It's a little joke about me with somebody that is very close to me that says the same thing. I will talk to a wall. I'll talk to anything, anybody, anyone, and I don't shut up. But that's not true because I do know when to stop talking, when I don't feel well.
I sometimes do.
Yeah, I don't talk, so it's all good.
I don't feel well.
When I don't feel well, I'm not talking. I mean, come on, are you? When we're sick, we don't want to talk. Just get out of my room.
Yeah.
But, okay, so you did that. When you got into, so you're at JPAR right now. So did you always start at JPAR, or what was your?
I spent 10 months with a mega team.
Okay.
That was brokered through EXP. Mm-hmm. And that's all I'll say about that. No, it was a great learning experience, and I mean,
absolutely. That's why it doesn't matter where you've been. I believe that everything that we have done, whatever industry, whoever, in real estate where you've worked, you always have a takeaway. You've always got something, and that's always, you need to learn something from everything. Whether you've learned something to remember to do, or you've learned something to remember to never do.
Hopefully you get a good balance, but
yeah, exactly.
Things got out of balance, so.
It got out of balance for you. Okay, perfect. So what was it that drew you to Chris Sears, JPAR, the Sears Group?
God almighty, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. I was actually doing an open house, and Chris and Jennifer were looking for a house at the time, so they walked in, and we started talking, and, I'm trying to get to know them, see what their, needs are.
Because you weren't aware at the time that they were realtors.
I have no idea. No idea.
Snake
I know.
I love it.
Instead of walking through the house, they stood at the island with me. It must have been, I don't know, it might have been 5 seconds, but it seemed like an hour. And we just sat there and talked and talked and talked. And,
yeah,
I kind of just shouted out. I was like, what do you guys do for a living? And
that is my alarm, everybody, to get ready to go pick up my daughter from school. But I'm not picking her up today, so
okay.
I just forgot to turn.
I was like, oh no.
Yeah, we're gonna be done. I'm gonna leave now. Sorry. No. Okay,
right.
so I apologize, my phone.
No
I gotta show y'all something though. This is how squirrel I am. Oh man, where'd it go? Isn't this? Can y'all see this? Isn't that cute? It's little dancers. You see the faces and little poops. Because you never know. That's kind of like how my day goes. Okay, sorry. Kind of like how my day is a reflection of my day.
Dancing and nice, and then
yeah, your day can just really go sometimes, or it can be hey, and then
there we go.
Okay, so I apologize. So anyway,
no worries.
So you were sitting there telling them, asking, you wondering, well, what do you guys do?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to know them, trying to figure out, what type of house they're looking for, if the house that I'm doing an open house is actually going to work for them.
I love this story.
So I threw out, I was like, well, so what do you guys do for a living? And they're like, oh, we're brokers. And I was like, oh my God.
And then you start being self-conscious about what you're doing, right?
I'm sitting there, as soon as they said that, I'm sitting there thinking, I hope they didn't see right through me.
Oh my gosh.
Think I'm a schmuck or something. And, But yeah, just two of the nicest people. And, the deeper we got into the conversation, I was like, I've got to sit down with them and see what it's all about, because I was looking for a change.
You were at the time, so it was it's all in alignment how things happen, And
I had other people come to me and say, hey, this is what we could offer, this is what we could offer, but it seemed like I don't want to say a little bit more of the same of what I already had, but I was just looking for something different. It didn't feel right. So
wow,
Chris and Jen just walked in. A godsend. So
I love it. Wow, that's a cool story. I like that story. I didn't know that. Okay, so because everybody has a different, it's amazing when you start talking to people like, well, how did you find out about us? What did you do? Da 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 da. So you did that. You came talk to them, and you're like, I'm gonna do this, and you just made the switch.
Made the switch, and it happened pretty quick. Mm-hmm. But I actually came into the office, I'm going to say 4 or 5 days after the open house, and talked to Chris. Mm-hmm. Scheduled a 15 or 30-minute
conversation.
Turned into 2 hours.
It's easy.
I love.
Yeah, easy to happen.
Chris is he's a phenomenal person.
Right. Like I always say, he just has a plethora of information too. You know, everything. It's like if you have a question on something, he's got an answer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh.
He either has the answer or he can immediately find where it is.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
uncanny.
I always say I want to be like that when I grow up. But, oh well. I don't know. We'll
I
see.
don't want to set the bar that high because I'm probably going to hit my head on it.
No, you won't. But okay, so you came in 2-hour talk and everything's cool. And then you said, okay, I'm just going to start coming in here because our offices, do you live in the Katy area?
I do. I actually live about 7 minutes from the office.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
So it's
cool.
right down the road.
Yeah, so
For
you're right.
now. I'm actually going to move out to the Galleria area, hopefully here pretty soon. Oh, no. Oh, no. I wanted downtown, but holy cow, at night it's a little freaky.
I mean, no, I think that's great. There's nothing wrong with the Galleria area. When I was in my 20s, I lived over there. I mean, I did, but being older now, I'm in the suburbs, right?
Right.
Tomball, Cypress area, because my daughter and whatnot, and that's just I grew up in Waller, living out that direction and all of that area. I just, for me,
You know that area really well.
yeah. And then here, like I said, I've liked it. Actually, after we're done here, I'm gonna be showing a place over there in the Galleria area. Well,
Really?
again, off the Bearing again. So we're going for our second showing on a property. But no, I love that area as well. It's just I just find that it's like, wow.
My whole thing is, so I'm deathly afraid of heights. And I figured if I got a high rise out there, I'm either going to walk in my front door and pass out every day or I'll get over my fear.
So you want to get over your fear? That's why you want to move there?
I've actually reached the point now after I don't know how many flights I can not drug myself into a drooling coma.
That is so funny. Okay, I have to tell this. This is so funny because my ex-husband is terrified of heights, and so one year he got up on the house to put up the Christmas lights. He couldn't get down. My daughter, I'll never forget that. To try to come down, it was the funny. He was frozen, and I wasn't like laughing at him because of that. I get it, I mean, you are what you are, right? But it was just funny to me and Bella because we're like, huh? Just get down, just turn around on the ladder. He could.
I have been in that position so many times.
That's
You get up there and you're like, okay, all you have to do is just turn around and go back down
but
the opposite way you came back up, and
you can't. It's fearful. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not afraid of heights, but I'm not afraid like that. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, no, I've never had that issue. I'm sorry. Okay, so you're going to move to the Galleria area so that you can be in a high-rise, mid-rise, whatever, and so you don't get scared. And when you look over your balcony. Is that what you're trying to do?
I'm hoping to be able to look over the balcony. Yeah.
Okay, you'll be fine. It'll be all good. Okay, well, that's exciting. So you want to do over there. So what is your favorite type? So you said you basically would really want to get into more of the land type of sales and things of that.
I would. And a lot of that is just my passion for it, and a lot of it is actually talking to Chris. Mm-hmm. When I first got into JPAR, and we've had the conversation a couple times, but he said, man, you're going in 50,000 different directions, which means all of them are wrong. Mm-hmm. So he said, pick these 3.
Yeah.
And he said, what are you passionate about? And I really had to think about it.
Yeah.
So land's one of them. And I don't know, I just like to be out in the country every now and then.
Yeah, well, that's good. So you're not going to get that in the Galleria. I'm just saying that. So every now and then you'll just take your drive out. Okay, cool. I think he knows what he wants. I don't know. Okay, so listen.
Not.
So doing this, so you came in with the mentorship program?
I did.
Right? Because that's
Beverly
what we
Helms. Love her to death.
Oh, I do too.
She's fantastic.
Isn't she?
She is.
I love Beverly. So because that's one of the things with JPAR. Anybody that comes in new, we're required to do our mentorship program. How's that going with you? I mean, as far as, because we have so many transactions that we have to do. How are we looking to get out of it?
I'm closing in on getting out of it. Mm-hmm. And had a couple of deals. Got right up to the point to where we were going to submit an offer that I was 99% sure was going to get accepted, and everything fell off a cliff.
Oh, yeah, we know how that does. Hey, I forgot we actually did a deal together.
We did.
Didn't we? Yeah. So this was really cool because Patrick held an open house for me on one of my a listing that I had, and then I guess was it that I think we did 2 open houses. Somebody did one day, and then you did it on a Sunday.
Yes.
And
yeah,
then
I did the second one and had that client come in and
and they weren't represented, and you were able to represent them, and we were able to get an offer, and my people accepted it. So
I'm telling you, if you're a new agent, even if you're a seasoned agent, open houses are wonderful.
yes, they are, and that's what a lot of people. I mean, doing them right and just getting in there and talking and staying on those people. Putting them into your CRM, making sure you stay on top of that. I mean, that's where it is, and this is what I always tell people. They're always like, well, I don't know people. Have an open house. Hold an open house. You're gonna get people.
You get to know a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, and it's fun. I mean, we think it's fun, but maybe other people don't. But it is fun, and that's neat. So it does work, and I remember that was one of your deals. So I was really happy that we were able to get that done.
I was too. It was absolutely. I mean, I'm not just trying to blow smoke. It was phenomenal working with you.
Aw, because I'm so nice.
You are.
Right.
Yeah, well, not only that, but you're very authentic and you know what you're doing. So
I do. Shh.
Like we were talking about before, picking up little things here and there. I picked up a whole basket full from you. So.
Well, good. No, and I appreciate that because knowing that you were a newer agent, and it's a learning deal. And if I'm on that end where I can help as well, why not? Because sometimes you're not going to have the opportunity to work with an agent that knows you're newer. You don't want them to know anyway. They don't need to know. Sure. Right. And we just keep on going. And you just never know how people are going to treat you. You find out in this thing, you would think that everybody was nice, but some people just aren't.
Oh,
and
I
don't understand that.
I've been thrashed a few times.
Have you?
Just for saying boo.
You scared them.
It's like, wow. Somebody's having a bad day. That's what I write it off.
Yeah.
As,
And some people do have a bad day. It's like, okay, I'll just turn around and walk away. But yeah, so that's good. So your attitude towards this. So do you get on coffee with Chris in the mornings?
No, I need to. Mm-hmm. I've been setting an alarm, and it seems like I've got to just block out the time. Mm-hmm. There's no excuse.
Do you stay up late, and that's why you can't get up for a 9 o'clock call?
Oh, no. Yeah, I usually go to bed about 1, but...
That's staying up late. No wonder you can't get up.
I wake up about 6:30, so...
Oh, yeah. That's what I tell everybody. It's like, what is the... Okay. The reason I always ask that, what I'm telling here with Patrick is Monday through Thursday, Chris always has coffee with Chris. And this all generated out of when we first did into the pandemic. And, people weren't getting out and seeing each other. So we did the Zoom calls. And he started with that. And I can remember when we started doing that. There was only a few of us on there. And then we grew and it just kept growing and it just kept going. And, it's really neat. And I always watch the count number that we have of people. Mm-hmm. Number one, I want to make sure that the girls on my team, are on the call because I think it's very important. If anything, what it teaches is consistency. It's discipline. Right. Is my thing. Because at the end of the day, that's what this whole business is about, right?
It really is.
It is. And if we just stay on saying, hey, I'm going to make these many calls today, just do what you said you were going to set your mind to do it, and then you're done, and then go do whatever else you want to do that everybody thinks realtors do. Nothing. We just make money. But no, we do stuff.
We sit and watch TV and eat bonbons and make a fortune.
Exactly. I mean, it's so easy. But if we just do those things, and that's why I always say, but believe it or not, it's like if I don't get on, I mean, like, oh my God, I got to get on the call. And sometimes, like, if I'm not on there, it's because I had a doctor's appointment or an appointment. But that is my appointment. I have a 9 o'clock appointment every Monday through Thursday at 9 o'clock, 9 to 10. We used to not even last a whole hour, but we do now because there's so many people that get on it. And it's about, like, being grateful. There's just a lot of conversation. You never know what you're going to get from it. And the fact that Chris is always prepared with a video, whether it's mindset, whether it's being grateful, whether it's just... There's so many different things I can't even think. But I do listen and I do learn. So that's why I was asking. I'm not here to say, oh, no, whatever. But I always like to know, do people commit to that or not? Because at first it does take a bit to take that commitment. It's just like anything else that we do. You know, if you're going to want to go to the gym every day, you have to put it into your day to do it, right? There's that book. Well, I say the book, I can't remember, and I just saw it again on Facebook. He's a military man, and he always says that the best thing you can do for your day in the morning is start by making your bed.
Make your bed.
Right? That is so true.
It is. And
it is so hard. I hate it when since I have moved again, my bed does not get made. It's not because of me.
It's not me.
It's not me. To even go to the store is stupid, but I'm not, okay, I won't even go to the store. But my bed does not get made every day like I want it to.
But it sounds like a funny story. Or, yeah, no.
Yeah. But I always used to make my bed. And so at the end of the day, that's one of my small things. Just a small, like today, like Chris was talking about, a small victory. It doesn't matter, just anything. Whatever that is. And I'm seriously, about for the last almost 2 years, my small victories for a while were, because I deal with debilitating headaches. And I've gotten so much better with those, but I literally would have to push myself. Right. And if I got up that day out of my bed, and these aren't migraines. They're trying to give me migraine, and they're not migraines. I know the difference between them. It's a head pain. It's just pain that I would get. And if I didn't get up, I would literally just be doing nothing and trying to find no medication was helping. Nothing was. You cannot function. You cannot think. The fact that I even was able to make money that year surprised me. But it's through the grace of God that I know I was, and then having mentees and being able to survive from that and being able to be there for them.
Right.
And just a lot of people not even, knowing I had headaches, but not really understanding what I was dealing with. And I hated it. I hated it with a passion. And honestly, when I say, well, my bed doesn't get made, I say it's not my fault. It is my fault, but because sometimes my mind just doesn't, it's just like too much. Yeah. It's like, but if I start making that a habit again, which I want, because I do, I love it. I always used to make my bed in the morning. And I was like, man, this is great. Just because I like in the evening, I like going, but like probably most women, we probably have 20 pillows on our bed. The decorative ones, and you do all that. And that's another reason. It's like I got them all stacked. It's like, okay, and then you got to throw them all on there to make the bed, to make it look all pretty. So when you come home in the evening, you have that nice bed made. So anyway, that's going to be my thing. I'm going to work on that, and I'll let you know how that's going.
It's the only thing I don't miss about a relationship.
Why? Because the pillows or I know. Every time I go into like these model homes too, I'm always looking. You ever pay attention to that? Mm-hmm. And next time you go into another one, you're going to look at that. Well, how many pillows they got up on that bed?
There's some of them you go into, there's 2 or 3, and I'm like, okay. And I've walked into some, I was like, I'm walking right back out.
Yeah, I mean, but I like pillows. So that's a lot of reason too why my bed was not being made. It's just I couldn't. But that was my win for the day. My win for the day today was that I felt good today. Today was a good day, So I'm trying to figure out. I had a lot of good wins for the day. Did you have a good win for the day? Did you get something done? You set your mindset to do, and you did it?
I got a quick workout in. Mm-hmm. My bed is made.
You did make your bed. Okay.
Every day. Okay. Well, okay, I missed a day or 2 here and there, but
yeah, no lying.
For the most part.
Okay, so that.
And got all my emails
done, because those are big deals. All those emails.
That will stack up on me in a heartbeat. Yeah. And when it stacks up on me, I get it overwhelmed and
do nothing.
No, I just get angry.
No, I'm one of those. If I'm overwhelmed, then it's like I walk away. I just get it, and I walk away. And then when my mind's clear again, I can come back again. But I walk away a lot of times from my desk. Yeah. I don't know if you, like at the office when we're there, if I can't do something already, and it's like, okay, I get up and I just walk away. And then eventually I come back, refreshed mind, Yep. And then you go again. So those are some of the great things I think that we all is whatever we do in life, we always need to have that little mental break, get up and go. So you're working on getting out of the mentorship program.
I am.
And that's exciting. So what do you see yourself within this industry? Like I said, besides selling, doing land deals, I mean, how do you see yourself? Always a solo agent? Do you think you'll ever be a team, create something like that? You're just taking it one day at a time. Do you have this bigger vision?
I would like to get into, those 500,000, 2,000 acre ranches.
Yeah.
Doing those.
Okay.
They're not really a dime a dozen, so
yeah,
they take a little time. And I'd really like to get into multifamily. Actually buying multifamily units for myself.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's cool, though. So you would like to have some investment properties.
Yes.
And that's one of your goals for yourself. Well, good. I know you'll do it. I know you can do it. Anything that you would like to add that you'd like to say before we probably cut this little show off and hit the road?
Hit the road. It's nasty out there. Be careful, everybody. And thank you so much, Brenda, for having me.
Oh,
I really
definitely.
appreciate it.
Oh, you know what I did want to say? Sorry. Okay, so one thing that you are starting to do is on your social media, you are doing videos, which is kudos to you, because so many people are just terrified of doing that. Doing a video and thinking, oh, my God, I look like this. Hey, look, dude, this is what we got. Work with it.
Work with it.
I'll
be honest with you, 90%, I'll say half.
Okay.
Make myself feel better. Okay. They're mostly cringeworthy, and I look like a robot. As soon as the camera goes on, I go, oh.
I know. Are you like, hey? Oh, no, you're not.
Today we're going to talk about.
Because is it a weekly, or you do it with a lender? You have a lender come on, right? And
I've done it with my lender. Shout out to Dax Riley. Love that guy.
Hey, Dax.
And I've also done one with Kristen Boudreau of Frontier Title.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know her.
So
yeah, definitely. Okay,
both of them have been in their business or in their profession for 22 years.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. So you just bring them on and share their expertise and what they do and what and I think it's great. So it's just good. But kudos to you for stepping out on that and doing that and whatever else that's got for you that you plan on doing.
And I promise y'all, videos will get better.
Yeah, they always do. You know what? It makes them better, right? Like everything else. The more you do, the better it is. That's just the way that it is. So what do you do? It is what it is.
It is what it is.
And, okay, so yeah. What else we have? I guess that's it for today. I'm going to be having some other guests come through this week as well. Just we'll have you back in another year.
Thank you.
We'll see how you did. And I'll see.
We'll do a 1 year update.
Okay, well, yeah, we could do a year update. So thanks again. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And guys out there, if you're ever looking for a brokerage, I'm just going to say it. JPAR is really an option. You really need to reach out, talk with Chris, see what it's about. Why there's so many people coming to this brokerage. We're over 400 agents now. And it's all because of our leadership. It's all because of what our agent toolbox is. These are things that we have to offer to our agents, which is quite a bit of things. And I've had different people on here. You've heard about the re-up program. We're going to have Wedgwood, Elizabeth Hooley with Wedgwood. That'll be coming up as well in the month or so that you'll be able to hear about that. Because for us, and what Chris does for us is, basically that's a buyer in our back pocket, folks. So we always got somebody. But if you have any questions, like I said, you can always reach out to any of us agents. If you saw Patrick on, his website or on Facebook and looked it up and whatnot, you can reach out to him. It doesn't matter. All of us are here to answer any questions, any concerns. I've had people call me on the phone from other states before asking about it. So you know what? We're proud of what we're a part of, because this is a culture of a family, and everybody says that, a part of a family, but really, it does make you feel like that. You feel important, you feel validated, and you feel listened to, and that's what we all want, right? So outside of that, guys, I hope you're having a great week. I appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget, you can find Powerhouse Property Group on YouTube channel. That's what it is. It's Powerhouse Property Group, and that's where you can find these podcasts, as well as Spotify. Look for It Is What It Is with Brenda Ringe, and also on Apple Podcasts. So take care, be blessed, and hope to see you soon.